Sunday, September the 3rd, 2023. What time is it? 8:15. Probably low to mid 60s. Got down to 60 last night. I think going to 87 today. We're here in Watkinsville. Instead of just driving through, running our yap, we figured we'd stop and get out and run our yap today. We're here in front of the courthouse. I'm not sure when the courthouse burned, the old courthouse burned. I'm thinking mid-50s. Marty Brown, you ought to know. When did the courthouse burn? And they rebuilt this one. Let's see, Oconee County used to be Clark County. Oconee wasn't founded until 1875. Act of Legislature, February 25th, 1875, named for the Oconee River, which forms the eastern boundary. In 1801, Watkinsville was made county site of Clark County, I guess county seat of Clark County, but in 1875 the Clark County site was changed to Athens. As a result, the the belligerent local citizens brought about the formation of Oconee County, with Watkinsville as the county site. Among the first county officers were Sheriff Weldon M. Price, Clerk of Superior Court Jas M. A. Johnson, Ordinary James R. Lyle, Tax Receiver David M. White, Tax Collector Robert M. Murray, Treasurer Thomas Booth, Coroner James Malden, and Surveyor William E. Elder. Let's see if we can find some cornerstones on some of these older buildings. I know some of them have dates at the top, like the row of buildings behind us. If I'm not mistaken, this little diagonal door over here has a date stamp at the bottom under that mat. We'll have to move the mat. I wonder if there's a key under that mat. Across the street is the Eagle Tavern. We'll walk over there in a little bit. Okay, this was a bank. This camera cuts off. It says the card is writing slow, but this is a past card, so I don't know if it's the camera or something's wrong with the card. But I thought there was a date there. Maybe there's a date on the other end. Let's look for a cornerstone. Well, I don't see a cornerstone. I don't see a date anywhere. Oconee State Bank. The new bank headquarters building is built over there behind that on the corner. I hated to see that because that corner, I always loved the way that corner looked. We're not going to walk too far down through there. Those houses there I know have been there 100+ years. The old jail was back there until just, I guess, the last couple of years they tore it down. I wish I'd gotten through there into it and toured it if they allowed that before they tore it down, but it's gone now. Once something's lost, it's lost, folks. It's gone for good. Used to be able to play out here in the street. When I was a kid, we'd come up here. or hotel, was the center of social and political life in Watkinsville for more than 100 years. It was saved from destruction in 1934 by Lanier Richardson Billups of Decatur, Georgia, who deeded it to the state in 1956. Huh. The oldest section of the building, which of the plain style, has been restored. It has 2 rooms upstairs and 2 rooms downstairs. Separate doors lead into separate rooms on the first floor. One door enters the tavern, the other a store or trading area. Huh. Early 1800s, Watkinsville was a growing frontier town. County seat of the original Clark County and crossroads that traveled northward from Madison and Greensboro. Well, I know the McCrees got here in the early 1800s. The Elders, I think, got here in the late 1700s, I think. Yeah, you got these Stoneman raids all around. A lot of Civil War history. I can't hardly read that. Okay, let's walk down this side of the street over here. Well, I guess let's walk around the Eagle Tavern first. I don't know what the history of this little cabin is. It may have a plaque out here for us to see. Restrooms. I don't know what the history of it is. We're not going to walk down to the high school. The old high school is right down there. You turn right. Well, you've got I think elementary and high school down there. But it may have just been the high school. I don't know. I was almost certain that building over there had a date at the bottom of that, but it didn't, did it? Now that row of buildings over there, they've got the dates when they were built at the top. Now that first one, I don't see a date on it. Huh, interesting. I've always loved this little building here. I guess, was this a gas station? Probably not, because I don't know. I don't know what this little building originally was. Now, like I say, over there you can see, okay, there's a cornerstone on that one over there, 1919, there at the bottom right. And then next one is, looks like Ashford 1919, or is it sooner? Can't tell for the shadow. The shadow is in our way. McCree 1919. L.H. Aiken 1919. The next one I do not see, next two I do not see dates on. I would assume if they were later, but assuming can get you in trouble. I'm looking for a little difference in construction. I don't know. Don't know when those were. Okay, this one has some stairs behind those doors there that we cannot see. May have. I was thinking we used to be able to see up those stairs, but I guess not. No, there's no dates on the top of these buildings over here. Yeah, I remember one day we came up here to this barber shop for Daddy was wanting to visit someone, but I don't remember who it was now. Are there any dates, any cornerstones? Anyone want to fill in some time stamps for us? Now see how thick these walls are? When these buildings were built, unless I'm giving you some wrong information, and I do that quite a bit, you've got 2 or 3 layers of brick for the walls, and you'll have lintels, and then to support the floors you would have the floor joists coming across. But these, instead of studded walls, they had brick walls, 2 or 3 layers of brick thick. Okay, still no cornerstones. So you got your brick or granite lintels up there at the top of those on the doors and or on the windows at least. Cornerstone maybe. No cornerstone. Huh. Okay, up here we got Ashford Memorial Methodist Church. And that's pretty much going to wrap up, but we'll walk back down. I don't know if I've got the camera angle right or not. With it on my head, it's hard to tell whether I've got the angle right. There ought to be a cornerstone on that church, shouldn't there? Hidden behind those bushes? I don't know though, it looks like it's a brick foundation, or brick. Anyone have information on when the Ashford Memorial Methodist Church was built? It's a pretty church. You would think they'd tell on the sign, established, but nope. See the moon. Is this still a bread and breakfast? I do not know. I love this corner over here before they did this to it. But I liked Oconee County before it's turned into what it has too. A mini-me of Gwinnett County. Fast turning into. We'll walk up there. And catch that little old filling station thing. And that'll be it. Let's cross here. Let's be some of those belligerent Oconeans. You know, here you've got Georgia Highway 24 splitting off to the right. To the left you've got Barnett Shoals that goes out and ends up making a dog leg on the left after you cross the river and going into Athens. Or going straight, you go out Wolfskin and hit 78. Go straight there, it's Georgia Highway 15, takes you to Greensboro. Fork off here to the right, that's US Highway 129, 441. Take you to Madison. And down here on the right, 4 or 5 houses, I'm not sure where it was. I wish I knew for sure, but I don't know if there's any way to find out now. Daddy told me that's where him and Mother got married. Okay, let's turn this off and then we will get one more little segment. Hwys Supply Inc. We'll get one more little segment when we get back up to those other buildings as we walk along them. I guess we can let you see what they've done to that corner over there. Don't Gwinnett my Oconee. A little bit late for that. Yeah, Mother and Daddy moved to Atlanta during World War II. Planted cotton. This says private residence now. Okay. Wasn't any crop insurance, wasn't any federal subsidies, none of that stuff. Boll weevils ate up the cotton. Daddy had borrowed money from the Federal Land Bank, $4,000 back during war. That's a lot of money. Plant cotton, boll weevils ate up the cotton. Lost most of the farm, a lot of the land. Was able to hang on to 78 acres. That was about it. an old farmhouse. So I grew up in, Daddy went, after the war, he went to work for Bell Aircraft, which is Lockheed now. And after the war, went to work for Pullman Company when it closed there in Atlanta off of Decatur Street up there. He went to work for the DeKalb County Fire Department. So I grew up in DeKalb County, the city of Decatur. And on his day off, he was going to work, he'd always pick up work in subdivisions. We did subcontract work all over DeKalb County, part of Fulton County, mostly DeKalb, but part of Fulton. Well, Gwinnett wasn't developing then, but we did a little bit in Gwinnett. South DeKalb was growing. Gresham Park, all over there. We worked all over, and so I saw what happened to DeKalb. When I was little, DeKalb had a number 3 on the tag. Number 1 was Fulton, number 2 was Chatham, Savannah. I don't remember what year, maybe mid-50s, early 60s. DeKalb got the number 2. It had grown and surpassed Chatham. Got the number 2. Chatham went to number 3. And then I don't know what year they went to the current system of tag numbering. I wish they still had the old system myself, but I said nobody cares what I want. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't either. But yeah, DeKalb was semi-rural. Actually more so than Oconee is now. When I was little, Memorial Drive was farms, all up through Tucker was farms. And we moved to Gwinnett in '72, and Gwinnett was rural mostly. You had to go back into Tucker to get a pizza. One restaurant in Snellville was it. Wasn't anything much in Lawrenceville as far as eating joints. No fast foods. So then Gwinnett's turned into the monster it is. And I guess this real estate turn down is the only thing that saved Oconee County for as long as it did. Of course, it was already well under development, but it slowed things down drastically for that, what, 8-9 years. But yeah, this one is the McCree building, 1919. Stop in here and see my friend. Oconee County Welcome Center. She'll show you a 1919. Okay, there's you go. So the cornerstone on this, I guess we saw that a while ago, didn't we? 1919. Wasn't up top, it was down at the bottom right hand corner. Hey, Welcome Center, Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30. There you go, folks. I think we're going to cut this off and this will wrap it up for our Watkinsville walk. Okay, let's wrap this one up. I don't know when we'll get this uploaded.